Hey guys, Ludicrous Kingdom here. Welcome to days 21 and 22 of my last month as a 27-year-old. Yeah, I know. I didn't put up a video yesterday, but when you do a daily vlog, it's hard to find the time to get a video up every single day. I mean, believe me, I've tried, but... Anyway, for this video, I thought I'd talk about a movie I saw over the weekend. I went and saw X-Men First Class. Now, X-Men First Class is the 5th X-Men movie to be released, the first 4 being the first X-Men, X-Men 2, X-Men The Last Stand, and X-Men Origins Wolverine. Now this movie, like X-Men Origins Wolverine, is actually a prequel set before the original movie. It's set in the 1960s, and it depicts how Professor X and Magneto met, and also how their respective teams, of course the X-Men and the Brotherhood of Mutants, how they were formed. It's a bit like the Star Wars prequels in a sense, because you've got all these familiar characters returning to the franchise, and you get to find out a lot more about them. You get to find out how they became who they are in the previous movies, which is set afterwards. And speaking of the characters, you've got a lot of familiar characters returning, like Professor X, who in this movie is played by James McAvoy, Magneto, who in this movie is played by Michael Fassbender, Mystique, Beast as well, and there's another familiar character who makes a short cameo appearance in the movie. Now, I won't spoil it for you by saying who it is, but if you're a true X-Men fan, or at least a fan of the movies, you'll recognize the character as soon as you see him. And there are also some new characters that, while appearing several times in the comic books and the cartoons, have not been in any previous X-Men films. Characters like Banshee, Havoc, who X-Men fans would know as Cyclops' brother, Sebastian Shaw, who's the leader of the Hellfire Club, and Emma Frost. Although Emma Frost, or at least a variation of her, did make an appearance in X-Men Origins Wolverine, but it's debatable as to whether or not it was actually her. Now, the movie was great and all, apart from a couple of continuity issues, but overall it was an excellent film. Out of 5 stars, I would give it 4. So yeah, when you get the chance, I definitely recommend you go and see X-Men First Class. It is quite a good film. Whether or not you're an X-Men fan, I believe everyone can enjoy it. So yeah, go and see it. Now, before I go, I want to let you guys know about something that I'm going to be doing very soon. I'm going to be making a series of videos as part of my vlog called Q&A with Ludicay, which is basically where you guys ask me some questions and I give you some answers. Now, there are 3 ways you can submit your questions. You can either leave them in the comments section down below, you can tweet them to me on Twitter at LudicrousKingdom, or you can email them to ludicrous_kingdom@hotmail.com. So yeah, get your questions in and I will answer as many of them as I can on the first edition of Q&A with Ludicay. Okay, I'm going to wrap this one up here. That was days 21 and 22 of my last month as a 27-year-old. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this is Ludicrous Kingdom, signing off.
Willst du bis der Tod euch scheide?